What is up, nieces and nephews? Daddy Uncle Fresh here, stopping in and talking about some fragrances. A while ago, I was asked what I'd recommend for somebody that doesn't wear a fragrance, like cologne or anything, and is just trying to get into it. And it got me to thinking. At the time, I was like, I don't know, because for me, wearing a fragrance is a daily thing, and it's pretty easy for me to wear pretty much anything and enjoy it. But then I got to thinking about it, and last night I went through my collection, thought about it real hard. I was like, okay, I need to pick 5 of easygoing, crowd-pleasing, decently priced fragrances. Some of these are going to be on the higher-end designer list. One of them is. The others are fairly affordable if you buy them on discounter sites such as fragrancebuy.ca. So I highly recommend shopping on there. It's going to save you a lot of money and a lot of running around to find your fragrance you're looking for. So let's get into it. First one I thought of was my summer go-to. As you can tell by the bottle, I've worn that quite a bit. It's because it's easygoing, it's fresh, it's clean. Yeah, it's going to be an aquatic, fresh green scent. It is eau de toilette concentration, and longevity on it for a fresh fragrance is actually pretty darn good. Like most freshies that are that color blue, they don't last that long. You're lucky enough to get 5 hours out of them, 4 or 5 hours. This one will last you about a whole work day. So yeah, so that's been my summertime go-to lately. Ever since I picked it up, I picked mine up at retail. Don't do that. You're gonna pay like $45, $50. If you look on Fragrance Buy, you'll find it way cheaper, and it's a pretty darn easy one to wear. It's inoffensive. I've worn this heavily in the summertime, up to like 10 to 12 sprays, and that just helped with the longevity and a little bit with the projection. So you can go heavy with this trigger and not offend anybody. Everybody will just get that fresh, clean vibe off of you anyway. So that's one. That's Nautica Voyage, the EDT. So from there, let's go to a Versace Dylan Blue. Now this one's going to be a fresh shower gel, an aquatic, spicy, a little bit of citrus in the opening, but the thing that's going to set this apart is the smokiness, the incense that's in there. It's going to give it a smoky touch, and that's very nice. And I don't know if you can tell, but it's probably hard to tell because of the bottle and all the reflection, but I can see it from back here, and I'm probably right about just mid medallion. So I've reached for this one quite a bit, not only in the summertime, but in the fall, even in the winter, spring. This is a great year-round fragrance, I think. It's got enough strength to push out past the cold, and it's got enough freshness to actually go through. I wouldn't go too heavy on it in the summertime because of the incense, but I've rocked it in the summertime with about 4 or 5 sprays, so maybe 3, depending on how hot it is outside, and I just adjusted for that because it projects fairly well for an eau de toilette concentration. So that's number 2 for me. And then we're gonna go into the high-end designer. That's Dior Sauvage eau de toilette concentration. And as you can see from the bottle, you can probably see in this one a little bit better. That's probably about half a bottle too. And these are all 100 milliliter bottles, so if it tells you anything, I like to reach for these given my collection. They're great when I don't know what I want to wear, like say I wake up late or something and I just need to run out the door and I want to splash something on. I reach for one of these. I know they're going to work. I know the projection is going to be there. I know the longevity is going to be there. So it's pretty easy to reach for, an easy reach. And you can make these a daily driver if you wanted. If you want to just have like one fragrance, a signature scent if you will. any of these would work so far. But this one, you're gonna get a fresh, spicy, woody fragrance with loads of ambroxan. The ambroxan here will make you go nose blind to it, and you will think it's not there anymore if you spray it too heavily, or if you spray it in your chest area or right below your neck. But it is still there. I've made the mistake of thinking, oh, it's already gone. And what did I do? I reapplied. So I doubled up on it. And yeah, that was a big mistake. Because I was super strong, apparently. And yeah, not a good idea to go nose blind to a fragrance and think it's gone and just reapply it. What I should have did was taken a step away, got some fresh air or something, come back. Now you catch whiffs of it. Just your nose going nose blind to it, shutting itself off because of the fragrance. It happens with a lot of fragrances, but I'm learning how to avoid that now, so I don't make the same mistake twice. But yeah, you got a chance to. You probably put your nose on this already. It is a pretty good one. It's a top seller for a reason. It just works, and it's very versatile. Then from there, we're gonna go into Missoni. This right here is gonna give you a fresh, citrus, woody, spicy fragrance. It is a dupe for Bleu de Chanel. So Bleu de Chanel, even at discounters, you're not going to get very much off of the price. But this one, I picked it up, I want to say for like $40. This is a 100 ml bottle, and it is a parfum concentration, so that means longevity, of course, is going to be there. Projection is going to be pretty good because it is a parfum. And the bonus with this one, it's got a magnetic cap. I love those things. These things are so fun. You can pick it up by the cap, but I wouldn't recommend it. It is pretty secure. But yeah, if you're looking for Bleu de Chanel on a budget, I highly recommend checking out Missoni Parfum. It's easy to wear, just like Bleu de Chanel. It's a blue fragrance in a black bottle, basically. The bottle color fools ya. And then the last one I'd recommend is Versace Man Eau Fresh. Another summertime staple for me. Yeah, as you can tell by the bottle, that's 100 ml too. Now you're gonna get a fresh citrus, aquatic, a little bit of fruitiness in there. But yeah, works great in high heat. But this one will not last as long. Remember how I said the freshies kind of tend to wear off about 4 or 5 hours. That's what you're gonna get out of this one. But it smells fantastic, and if you got a chance to, highly recommend giving that a smell and seeing how you like that, because it is pretty easy going. You can basically drown yourself in this stuff and nobody will care how you smell, because you smell pretty darn good. I've oversprayed this quite a few times just to get a little bit more longevity out of it, a little more projection. But yeah, it's an inoffensive fragrance that's easy to wear. You can get it pretty cheap on discounters, so I highly recommend checking out discounters such as fragrancebuy.ca. That's where I picked up yeah, most of my fragrances. And but I think all of these I bought retail. I'm pretty sure of it because I bought these quite a while ago, and I was paying retail for everything because I didn't have the patience to wait 5 days for a delivery, and that cost me a lot of money. So don't let my mistakes be your mistakes, and you can learn from that. Use fragrancebuy.ca to order your fragrances. They have great selection. Delivery, they are in Ontario, I believe, and I'm located in northern BC, and delivery for me usually takes about a week. So pretty fast delivery. I'm guessing it depends on how far away you are from them and what day you order. Because I usually place orders on a Friday, and by the next Thursday I get it in usually. So there's that. But yeah, highly recommend checking them out. They're a great company. I have one problem with them. I got a hold of them right away. Sent them pictures via email. They've made it. They fixed it right away. So yeah, highly recommend that company. And I highly recommend any of these 5 fragrances as easy to wear. If you're just getting into fragrances or colognes, or you don't wear them and you want to wear something, maybe you have a wedding, anniversary, something coming up that you need to want to wear a cologne for. Highly recommend any one of these because yeah, they're pretty easygoing people pleasers. So with that said, y'all stay deadly fresh, people.